So today I'm going to be talking about what you can do using Microsoft Office 365. So there are different programs you can use, and I'm going to be saying tips and tricks on one of each of them. The first one I'm going to be doing is Excel. The second one will be OneDrive, and then we have OneNote, Outlook, PowerPoint, Teams, and Word. So the first one I'm going to be covering with you is Excel. So this tip is basically how to still see the title, the headings, without losing what you're looking at, the content of it. So if you're scrolling down, for example, if you've got more rows than I have, then you'll want to only see the title and not the content that's above it. You'll just want to see what you are working on. So this basically ensures that you will only see the title when you scroll down. You won't lose any of that. As you see, we can go over to view here, and then you see the three panes. Freeze panes, freeze first column, and freeze top row, three options. So each of these depend on what you want to freeze. If you want to freeze the first top row, then you'll obviously click freeze top row, and what this will do to just look at the top row as you scroll down, like I'm doing right now. So as you scroll down, if you have more columns and rows than I do, then you will only be able to see what you're working on and just the top row, the titles. And then what you can do, if you want to unfreeze that, if you want to work on it again without the top row showing, you can just click unfreeze and it will just reverse the row. Next up we have Microsoft Word, and the next tip here will be how to create a content page for your document with all the different headings and titles that you need. So as you can see, all you have to do is go to the References tab, click on the table of contents shown, and there is a variety of different headings and contents you can choose from, looks wise. So I've just clicked the first one just as a basic example, and there we have the table of contents with the Twitter and YouTube already there, as I've pre-selected these ones. But at the top in the home page, you can see there is headings 1, headings 2, all those different things. I'm sure you've seen them before, but they are basically used to select subheadings and main headings for your table of contents. Next, you need to update your table of contents to match the colour and the font that you'd like. So as you can see there, I just right clicked on the headings 1 and then pressed updated. And this just gives you the freedom to change headings and subheadings just more easily by highlighting them and then just clicking headings 1. And then it will just link it back to the table of contents, and you can click whichever subheading you'd like and it will take you to that page. For example, if I clicked on Twitter, it would take me to page 4. If I clicked on YouTube, it would take me to page 6. And then finally, to add it all together, you need to right click and press update table, select update entire table and press OK, and then it will add in all the ones that you've previously selected. So in Teams, not many people know this, but if you right click on a message and then press save this message, it will basically save it to its separate folder. So then if you save important messages, you can go back by clicking on your icon, pressing saved, and then it will come up with all the important messages you know to go back to at the end. As you can see, it will flash yellow for a second and then disappear, so you can see exactly which one you chose. You can also do this with multiple messages and multiple chats, and it will come up in the same folder, which is very interesting. And I've clicked on the ellipsis here and then press save to chat, so then it will come up in the saved folder as well. If I go to that, then they're both there and you can access however many you like. Next up, I'll be telling you about how you can get 3D animations and to add them to your PowerPoint slide. So this is a bit more of a fun one, less businessy, but it's still interesting. So what you need to do is go to Insert, click Online 3D Models, and then you can just scroll through. There's loads to choose from, you can just scroll through them. So then you just click into whichever section you'd like and they'll all come up. The ones with the man running next to them indicates that it will have multiple poses that you can switch between. So I chose the parrot, and because it has the man running next to it, I know that I can switch between various poses that it can do. So you just click insert and it will insert it. It will take about 30 seconds, but I just sped up here just to show what it would be like. So as you can see, it's flapping its wings there. At the top there's different poses you can do. You can move it around with your mouse. At the centre there'll be a rotation symbol, so you can rotate it however much you like, but if you'd like a simplified version you can just rotate it using the symbols at the top. You can also pause it and play it, and as you can see, the running man symbol shows different poses that you can switch it up like I mentioned earlier. So for Outlook, I'm going to be showing you how to insert Dropbox into your Outlook area. So for this, you need to click on add-ins in the top bar on the home page, and then you can just scroll through all of the multiple add-ins that you can choose for Outlook. So I just went to my add-ins, and as you can see, I've downloaded Zoom and Dropbox already. So they're already added. So if I go to a new mail and start typing in someone's email address and then press enter, I can press the Dropbox item in the right hand corner of the page and then add whatever I've added previously to Dropbox. Next is OneNote, and if you see in the notebooks that I have one titled meetings. If you go into that, you'll see that I have one titled upcoming meetings. If you're connected already to Outlook, then this means that you can drag and drop any new meetings into your upcoming meetings, and you can edit them and make notes. You do this by pressing the insert button, pressing meeting details, and then selecting a date that you know you have a meeting on. You can then drag and drop this meeting into this upcoming meetings notebook section and editing it through the notes it says below it. Finally, we have Microsoft Office OneDrive, and I'm going to show you how to restore any version history of any file you've uploaded on there before. So you go into the folder that you'd like to go into, and you'll see all of your files that you've had in that folder previously. By using the ellipsis on the right hand corner of it, you can click on that and then see the version history that will come up. Then you can use the ellipsis here and restore any old versions you might have before you overwrote it with the new version. So you can also download and delete that version if you'd like to save space.